Welcome back to the Southeastern Sports Report presented by State Farm. Southeastern football were your 2013 Southland Conference champs, and they wrapped it up against Nicholls State. Let's take a look.
Hey, Coach, it was a blackout. You wore the all-black uniforms, good crowd on hand. It was another electric atmosphere for football. One of the best venues in the FCS is Strawberry Stadium in a night game.
It was a terrific atmosphere. You know, coming out in the game, I was a little concerned obviously early about Thursday night game, how well Lion Nation would show up, but they did in full force.
Settled for a field goal, and Sebastian, and this is the kick that would make him the all-time leading scorer in Southeastern history. Announcement in the stadium was really special for that young man. He's been tremendous.
He's had an unbelievable year. I'm so excited for him.
Here's another end around. This is a play we've really seen put into the repertoire the last couple of weeks, and another tremendous run here.
That's Devontae Scott, who's really coming on. He's going to have a great run later in this ball game. There's Marquise Hayes. Again, getting the ball to the edge, using his speed. And then Brian here's going to...
Tremendous catch.
And that's when he's going to find Jeff Smiley for a big game.
As you can see, that kind of went between his legs. And
huge concentration level to keep that ball under control as it goes down. And then you're going to find it should be Tony McCray here in the end zone. Tony's had an unbelievable senior year as well.
That was a fastball Brian fired in there. Another big night for Brian Bennett. Back comes the Lion offense. Nice throw down the middle of the field to Marquise Frugier. You said he had a big game in this one.
Oh yeah, Frugier did. Jeff Smiley, Tony, those are all big catches. Devontae Scott. We're going to pitch over Sheet Harrell. There's just a lot of play. Again, we've got some great players on the offensive side of the ball, and maybe the biggest one is Sebastian. There he goes again, putting another 3 points on the board for us.
Done a good job of answering scores with scores this year. Would have liked to have a touchdown there, but make it 14-13 at that point. And your defense does a nice job of limiting them and not allowing them to get points before the half. Coming out for the second half, and this is a half that our offense would just explode. Coach, is a big drive here to start the third quarter.
Nice pitch there to Darius Guy. Rattles off about 25 yards. He's got some key blocks down the field.
And this is a long field goal from Seth Sebastian, gives us the lead, 16-14, puts us on top in this one. This is that big run you talked about earlier.
Devontae Scott. We talked about all year long that he's getting healthier. He's looking his best right about now. And when he gets healthy next year, he's going to be a phenomenal player, and hopefully we're going to see more of him obviously in the playoffs.
So as you can see, the Lions really get it rolling here early in the third quarter, and they're not done, as this would be a big third quarter for Southeastern, as there's a line up sign. Here's Cody Sutton. He's going to try to bang it in there, and he gets it in for a touchdown.
And Brian's going to hit a strike with Marquise Hayes, the speedster again out of Mississippi, catches a long one.
Marquise Hayes has really got involved offensively the last few weeks. We saw him with a couple of rushing touchdowns here, the deep throw down the middle. This is a guy who's really been implemented into the offense with a heavier role the last few weeks.
Yeah, he's got a tremendous amount of speed, and that Coach Stevens has found great ways to get him the ball and get him involved.
Here's Jordan Barnett he's in the ball game in the fourth quarter. He's going to throw it out to Jeremy Myers. He's going to get it inside the 5, and then Xavier Roberson is going to take it in for another Lion touchdown. There's Tom Burnett and Dr. Crane, and they're presenting you, Coach, with the Southland Conference Championship Trophy. This was a tremendous night for Southeastern football.
It was great. The players at the end of the game go get the River Bell Trophy, receiving the Southland Conference Championship Trophy there.
Coach, obviously a special regular season for Southeastern as they win the Southland Conference Trophy, the Southland Conference Championship for the first time since football has been in the Southland Conference. But then they capped that off by making a deep run in the playoffs, going to the quarterfinals.
Say this was an unbelievable football season, very exciting. Every game's fun to watch. Even though we blew out most of our opponents, they still, the brand of football we play, what an exciting time it was for Southeastern.
Yeah, I know a lot of people can't wait for football in this next coming year, as coming up in the fall, as it's going to be tremendous. Many of the preseason polls have Southeastern already in the top 5. An exciting schedule. You'll make sure you get your season tickets because it's going to be a very fun time for Southeastern football. Indoor track also were your Southland Conference champions. Let's take a look how they hosted the trophy.
Tavares Mack placed 5th in the men's heptathlon. TJ Herbert posted a second-place time of 21.56 in the men's 200-meter dash and also earned first place in the men's 60-meter dash.
You know, there were many of them. We were laden all over the board. People in almost every event. We didn't have any help in the distance outside of a DMR and maybe a couple in the middle distance. But our throwers were huge for us. They they set the tone and carried us through the meet. But I can't say enough about our senior leadership. They stood up when it counted and had an amazing day.
This is Southeastern's first indoor title in school history, and Brady looks to use this win to propel his team into the outdoor season, which is already underway and continues through June.
That always helps. It always helps, to bring kids in and show them a trophy and show them a ring and welcome them to your campus and say, you can be a part of this tradition.
Coach, another championship, indoor track and field. Coach Sean Brady did a tremendous job with this group, and another championship.
No question about it. Sean does a great job getting our kids prepared, both our guys and our girls, the throwers, the runners. We did a super job in that championship.
We've talked about it, the new facility over on campus, and Coach Brady said, man, I don't think people realize the type of quality athletes we're going to be able to recruit once we get that facility. Well, he was absolutely right, because we're seeing the proof is in the pudding.
Well, that's a great example, and it goes to show how we need to continue to grow football, baseball facilities. Need to continue to improve. Look what Sean's done. As soon as he got the facility, he's able to recruit kids in here, and now he's dominating the conference.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll have more right here on the Southeastern Sports Report, presented by State Farm.